everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this cruelty-free drugstore makeup tutorial. I was super excited to film this look. I bought a bunch of stuff from the drugstore, and some of this is new products, some of it's older, and I'm just going to put it all on my face and tell you what I think about it. Cruelty-free is something that I am trying to move towards, and in that effort I've been doing a lot of reading and research, and I will leave some of my favorite websites down below that are so easy to check for the updates on most makeup, skincare, and even like houseware brands. If you guys are interested in making moves towards cruelty-free, that would be amazing. And even if you're not and you're just like curious about it, please check out the links down below because there's so much information out there. If you guys would like to see how to create this look, then keep on watching. So first things first, I'm going to be starting off with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. This is part of the entire Photo Focus range, and I have a couple of products here from Wet n Wild. The only thing out of this range that I don't have is the powder, and that's just because I'm not a lover of powder. So I'm just going to be applying this to my T-zone and just a little bit onto my cheeks just to smooth over some pores. I really love this face primer. I think it's amazing. I have several high-end primers that don't perform nearly as well as this does. So next up I have a newer product. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. I haven't actually tried the foundation and the concealer yet, so today is kind of like a first impression slash makeup tutorial all in one. I'm just gonna shake this up. It's like a little paddle in here. I have watched a couple reviews on this foundation here on YouTube, and a lot of people do really like it. So I'm throwing my hat in the ring today. I'm gonna let you guys know what I think of it. I'm going to be using a Real Techniques buffing brush to buff this in. Okay, so I want to work a little quickly. Didn't realize it was drying down so fast. This is a disclaimer for the whole video. I am using brushes that I know to be cruelty-free, and if they're not drugstore, they are affordable, but I do personally believe that investing in brushes is a smart thing to do, even if you're not a makeup artist like myself. Having solid brushes at your arsenal just means that all of your products, whether they're expensive or they're drugstore, are going to apply much better. I feel this drying down even as I'm speaking, so I'm definitely not going to powder it. If you guys are wondering my skin type, it's combination dry, so my T-zone is where oil will come through if it does, but my cheeks are just Sahara Desert dry. So I'm definitely not setting this with a powder. That seems a little too risky for me. So I'm just going to hop right in and use the Photo Focus concealer. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry, the color that I'm wearing in the foundation is 360C, which is porcelain, and the concealer I'm using is 840B light ivory. I like how peachy this is, just like right off the bat. I find a lot of drugstore concealers, sometimes when you apply it, once you start buffing it, it actually like takes some of the coverage off, but this looks really nice. I'm going to hop in next with my NYX Born to Glow Illuminator. This is in the color Sunbeam. This is more of a pinky highlighter, which is fine by me. I do have other highlighters here. I love glowing as much as possible, so I'm just gonna dot this on the tops of my cheeks and down the bridge of my nose, and I'm using the setting brush just to buff it into the skin. So I have an oldie with me today, the NYX contour powder in, actually this isn't even a contour powder, this is a powder blush in the color Taupe. Just a really nice cool toned contour powder, and I'm using my Real Techniques contour brush with that. And this was on sale on the NYX website for like $3 instead of $5. They do have new packaging and maybe a new formula that I haven't tried, but I mean, you really can't beat a good contour powder for $3. On to blush, I'm actually going to use what I consider to be almost a cult product now, and that is the Milani blush in Luminoso. I'm going to pop it on with a Real Techniques blush brush. These are found at the drugstore. They're super affordable brushes. I just couldn't recommend them more. I feel like Milani has always been cruelty-free, and they've always been killing it. Like, I've never I've never tried anything from Milani where I'm like, oh, you know, I don't really like that. In my order with Wet n Wild, I got 2 limited edition Megaglo highlighting powders, and they just released a whole line of these. So even if you can't get these specific items, I would absolutely recommend going onto their website or looking, you know, in your general drugstore and seeing if you can pick up one of these because they're so pretty. I have the color Lilac to Reality. It's this crazy metallic purpley silver with like a blue reflect. It's gorgeous. And then I've got the Sweetest Bling, which is pink with like a goldish silver reflect to it. They're both gorgeous. I think I'm going to use the pink just because I used that pink highlight, the NYX Liquid Illuminator. I'm going to swirl all of it together. Who am I kidding? I never go easy on highlight, so let's not start today. Oh my god. Way to go, Wet n Wild. So now on to eyes. I'm going to be using my NYX Lid Lingerie eyeshadow palette, and this, I really love this palette because it is all matte warm nudes. So starting off, I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush, and I'm going to take this lightest color here and pop this all over the lid to set it down and make it nice and matte. So now going into the crease, I'm just going to use this matte gray as a transition shade. Just popping this into the crease as normal. Like, look at that pigmentation. That's really nice. So now I'm going to take this warm rusty orange on my brush and pop this on the outer corner. I'm just popping that on the outer corner and really softly blending it up. I'm actually like only using the side of the brush because I want it super, super soft. I'm going to take this same brush. I never told you what brush this is. This is the Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush. I'm going to take a little bit more of that reddish orangey color, and I'm going to run this under my eyes. One of my real gripes with drugstore makeup, and this is just in general, this isn't like cruelty free or anything, nothing comes with a mirror in it. It's gonna have like a little mirror in it. Now that our shadow is done, I'm going to be using the NYX Matte Liquid Liner as well as the NYX Epic Ink Liner. These two are really amazing. They don't budge, they're pretty waterproof, and this, I like using them in conjunction because the Epic Ink Liner is super black, it just glides on, but and it's a felt tip liner, but the Matte Liquid Liner is a brush tip and it is so precise, you'll see in a second. I'm just going to make a smaller wing today. Now I'm going in with the Epic Ink. I'm not going to go too thick with it because I still want to see all of that pretty shadow. If you guys would actually like to see a winged eyeliner tutorial for hooded eyes, then give this video a thumbs up and I will record that. Now that my wings are on, I'm going to curl my lashes and use the waterproof lengthening and volumizing mascara, and I will be right back with you guys. So today I'm actually using for lashes this pair by Crave. They're super feathery and light. They're kind of cheating just because you can't find them in most drugstores, but they're only about $7, and I will leave a link to them down below. They're absolutely cruelty free. No mink lashes here on my channel at all, ever. So I really love this pair because it's super lightweight and natural, and I just couldn't do a look without putting on some lashes. So the lash glue that I'm using is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe. It's latex and formaldehyde free because formaldehyde should not be in something that goes on your eye. And this is also cruelty free. And I'm just going to pop some glue on these lashes and apply them. Going to move on to brows. Now this is the part of this makeup tutorial that I was the most anxious about because the drugstore is very, very difficult as far as finding cool toned brow products. So I did my best and we're going to use some. So I have two products. I have the e.l.f. brow pencil in the color Neutral Brown, and I have the NYX Micro Pencil in the shade Taupe. My hope is that somewhere between these two I'm going to get some normal looking brows. So I'm just going to use the spoolie on the end of the e.l.f. pencil. The e.l.f. brow pencil is pretty cool toned. It's like the exact shade of my brows. I love this color, but it's a little too creamy. So I'm just going to put it through the middle of my brow. And I'm basically going to use it as you would a brow powder. And it is a great color match for me. Now I'm going to go in with the NYX Micro Pencil, which is supposed to be the dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz. And this is in the color Taupe. It's got a nice little spoolie on the end, pencil on this end. And just going to run it through the tails of my brows. So I'm just going to squeeze together my lashes now. The face is pretty much done. Actually, I forgot my inner corner highlight. I'm just going to take a little bit of the Sweetest Bling highlight from Wet n Wild. I'm going to dip my Sonia Kashuk pencil brush into it and pop that on the inner corners of my eyes. Alright, onto lips. I am using the Colourpop lipstick and lip liner in the color Grunge, and this is just a gorgeous warm brownie red. I know Colourpop isn't considered technically to be a drugstore item, but come on, they're vegan, cruelty-free, and they're $5 a piece, so they're basically drugstore. I don't know. And last but not least, I'm going to top off with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This primes, corrects, and it sets according to the bottle. I just really like it. It locks in my makeup. So this is my completed drugstore cruelty-free makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys found some tips along the way. Please leave a comment down below letting me know your favorite cruelty-free drugstore item, because I know that I'm always down for a really solid bargain, and I'm always interested in finding new makeup. You guys know that. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to check out my social media links down below, and I will speak to you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.